Hello, Raising Vibrations community, and hello to my Cancer friends. Hope you're well, and you're looking at your sun sign forecast for December. So before we jump into that information, I think it's really, really good for us to get a good grasp on what I feel December is going to be for us this month. I think that December itself is going to be very challenging for us as a collective. Individually, whatever the year 2016 has been for you, I feel 2016 December month is going to be an intensification of that process, and more so a very deep kind of like it's almost as if we're going to go into a space where we're going to have an opportunity to reflect upon what's not working for us, and we're going to have a huge liberation towards the end. It's going to feel like we need to really, really break these patterns. So, and that will lead us, of course, into 2017. So, a really positive but also intense ride, as I feel 2016 December is going to be a bit wacky for us. So let's have a look quickly at the type of chart that you've got at this stage. Currently, at the moment, you've got a lot of your symbols situated in the development of social sphere, right? So you've got your planets here in the 6th, 7th, and 8th house, and you've got your Neptune and all of this in the 9th house of the astrological chart with Uranus. So a lot of you since 2012 have been dealing a lot with how do I become aware of myself through relationships? How does my relationship dynamics reflect what is fair for me, what is not fair for me, right? How do I find balance and equilibrium? How do I know what's the difference between wanting to be needed and needing to be free, as an example, okay? So it can be very tough for you as well during this period of time, because a lot of your unconscious emotional patterns regarding relationships will be brought to the surface, or are always consistently being brought to the surface. But in particular, this month we'll be focusing a lot on the values and how they're being reshaped, right? There's an amplification of that. And if we also look at the symbolism of Uranus and Neptune, again, overall outer planets deeply affecting your constellation, you've got Uranus in the 10th house really wanting to be a little bit more liberated in life purpose, life direction. You want to break free from maybe some of the expectations and conditions that you're currently living within right now, and wanting to find originality, to want to find a sense of how can I become more individuated in my role, as an example, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if you find yourself having shocking experiences in your career or in your life direction, or your personal sense of responsibility as a soul, okay? A lot of insight will come through as well, but you'll feel it through a sense of liberation, restriction. We've got Saturn, of course, transiting your 6th house of the astrological charts on the 5th of December 2016, pardon me, because the sun's at 14 degrees. We've got the sun at 14, right? And that's going to be conjuncting Saturn, and will be making a strong awareness. Like the sun is the flashlight. So the sun gives us a lot of attention around whatever that Saturn is reflecting. And for you, this is a lot to do with your responsibility to your work, a lot of responsibility towards what is your life path. Like, what is the story that you would like to wake up to every single day? And how does that influence your health? How does that upgrade your sense of being more present with your life, okay? A lot of the 6th house energy is rooted in what does your day look like? How do your routines play out? Where do you lose energy because of choices and decisions that don't give you favorable returns, as an example? So with Saturn transiting that 6th house and the sun making a conjunction there for at least, I would say, 2 weeks, that's going to be present, just under 2 weeks, maybe, I would say maybe a week and a half, actually. That energy will be very highlighted for you. So pay attention to a lot of how you feel regarding your work environment, regarding your home environment, the routines, what works for you, what brings emotions to the surface for you, and just generally kind of like looking at a lot of self-improvement. You probably will find yourself also feeling a sense of lack, and that you need to upgrade yourself, or you need to become better, etc. This is just a great opportunity to become more competent in something that you maybe desire. Like a lot of the time, our choices in our lives regarding what lifestyle we would want to have is very much rooted in how do we feel, how do we value that. So with the sun transiting the 6th house, and of course hitting that Saturn, it's going to be an extra like amplification around what is the most effective way to run your life. Okay. Now, Mercury is going to be going retrograde on the 19th of December. And at the same time, Mars will also transit your 8th house and into your 9th. And so what's going to be taking place for you here is a lot about, Mars through the 8th house has been bringing you a lot of deep unconscious feelings of commitment. You've been wanting to really, really be intimate a lot. Maybe you find yourself really connecting with experiences of trust. Maybe feelings of trust or abandonment have come to the surface for you. And then with Mercury moving into the 7th house, of course, this will add the dynamic of relations. Maybe you've had situations in the past that haven't been favorable for you in relationships, and now that's coming to the surface around those feelings of abandonment, those feelings of mistrust. So this is a great time to purify a lot of fears that are not related to the current moment, okay? And that again will obviously add to the Saturn through the 6th house. How does the purification of your psyche come through? How you're cleansing some unconscious patterns that are really, really affecting what you could be true. And again, relationships as well. That Mercury retrograde will come back into the 6th house again for you. So of course, again, goes back into that deep unconscious analytical patterning, and you'll find yourself picking up a lot more effectively what you feel is the most appropriate or efficient way of running your life. You might find yourself cleaning up as well and doing some adjustments around the house, being more specific around what you feel is right, etc. Okay, but just be careful about the criticalness and self-judgment. All right. And finally, Jupiter on the 26th, as well as on the 28th, Saturn will square Chiron and Jupiter will oppose Uranus. And this is where I think the culmination of 2016 is going to manifest in this vortex of energy. So I would say that during this period of time to just chill out, don't take things too personally, and go with the flow and allow yourself to really, really just be careful of a lot of unconscious projections that could come your way because of deep sensitivity or woundedness that you carry, maybe even in relationship dynamics. All right. All right, my Cancer friends, have a fantastic month. And don't forget, if you would like to support the work that I do, in the description below is the link to my website. You can always send me an email or, purchase one of the readings, solar returns, etc. Join an astrology school. And you can do it in any of those ways. But other than that, have a fantastic month, like I said, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.